One sec, guys. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Here it comes. There it is. I came. Sorry about that. Good morning, fam basic. How you guys doing today? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to Ho Chi Town. It's Ho Chi Town. You know, with this whole project, it seems like every 2 steps I take forward, I gotta take one backwards. So as you recall in the previous vlog, I was staining the deck. I got all these painted, the rails and everything, and you saw how I taped it all off with the paper. The step backwards was me not taping it off enough. As you can see, there's a definite line going around the entire cabin. Last night I came outside and it was late. It was actually this morning at 4:50 a.m. and I haven't been back to sleep since then. That's another story. I can't go back to sleep lately. It's crazy. Hopefully it's a new trend, but it's not very comfortable. Anyway, so as you can see, the overspray from this dark paint or stain came up over here, went up in the air as I was down there shooting up, and fell back onto the deck over here. I did not anticipate that happening. Look at that deck. It's a duotone deck. I had just scrubbed all this. This was all done with bleach, the whole deck obviously, and scrubbed down to look nice and fresh, to put a nice coat of stain on it. And now I got this going on. Looks like a dirty deck again. I can't go down without a fight though. I'm gonna first try to sand it. That's in there really good. I cannot believe I ruined the deck. What the heck did I do?
Good morning, guys. We are having pool morning. No Oreo, you stay. Oreo's been nipping at people's heels.
I had those deck boards looking so nice. I can't believe I did that. And I did that against my better judgment. I even told Todd, like, I wasn't going to spray from this side of the rails because it was going to go that way towards the house. And sure enough, I did it anyway because it makes the job go by so much faster. Now I'm having to spend my time doing this instead of staining it. And once I pressure wash it, which I'm going to go ahead and try, I got to wait a few more days for it to, you know, dry completely. Here we go. Pressure washing it again. Okay, so it's working. Not without destroying the wood a little bit, which I'm okay with because I am staining it. The reason I don't want to stain this deck the same color as these because I want it to stain out, and it's dark. It can be super hot in the summertime. It gets really hot over here. And I really just wanted the contrast. And so I'm sticking with my gut on that, and I'm going to clean this off.
Guys, look how cute. She was so whiny and she started complaining about her tummy hurting, and I was like, do you want to cuddle up on a towel? And then she fell asleep. So we're doing challenges with the big kids now. All right, let me see your handstands. Let's see, Symphony. Ooh, good job. Get set, go. Go, Symphony. Abram's going to demonstrate the next competition. Toe touch. Whoever has the straightest toes. Ready, set, go. Woo! Okay. That is an example of what not to do. On your mark, get set, go. Go! Wow, that was good. All right, Cuff, toe touch it up.
Go put your vest on.
Wow! Hey guys, pool time was good. Can y'all tell I got a little sunburned? Which is great. I love it because I'll put lotion on later and then it'll turn into a great tan. It's not that burned, it's mostly tan. I had a really hard time with Juliet though. Like, she was so defiant at the pool today. For hours, I feel like, correct her and say, you're not going in there without your float. You're not going in there without your float. She threw fits. She threw multiple fits. She would not have fun. She sat and pouted. And finally, when it was time for Sandy and her kids to leave, she decided to put a float on and have a good time. And I was feeling really down about it. Like, I'm just so bummed. I haven't spent alone time with Sandy in so long. And half of it was me correcting my kid. But like, I can't just give in. Like, my rule is that she can practice swimming in the big pool without her float if me or Sam are in there, or if I'm sitting right there watching and Symphony is helping her. But if we have guests over, that's not allowed. You wear the float. There's too many kids. Somebody could get lost. Somebody could get hurt. And I'm just not okay with that. I have to like stand my ground, stick to the rules. Otherwise, she's going to think she can just walk all over me, right? So I did. I said no. I kept it at no. And in my head, I was like, if this was something that's not potentially dangerous, I would have given in by now. But because it is, and you know, what if we have more friends over and Sam and I are not in the pool or Symphony's not with her, she is not going to get in that pool without her float. I want her to know. I want her to know and have that rule drilled in her mind. But today was horrible. It was just no good, and I felt really sad about it, guys. I'm just like, oh, I just feel like, oh my gosh, like she should listen to me. Like I feel like she listens better than she used to. Not today though. She's getting a lot better at it, but today was not good. But she does not listen as well as Symphony did at her age, or even Abram. And Abram also didn't listen as well as Symphony did at that age. So it's just like, oh my gosh. Like I was telling Sandy, I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I feel like this is my third child. I should know exactly how to handle this defiance right now, but I'm not used to it. So I brought her in and let her throw her fit. And I was like, we don't want to hear the fit. When you're done throwing the fit, you can come outside.
Mommy, are you gonna find some
what? Bullets?
No.
I don't think I'm gonna find that.
That's not so hard after all. Already got the definite line out. Just gotta go around the whole deck and do it. While I do that, guys, I want to talk to you about the situation going on in our country. You know, this is kind of satisfying to watch instead of my face, but just hear me out. So throughout these racial protests that have been going on lately, Nia and I and our friends, our family have had some really good conversations. And just by all this happening, I've taken a hard look at my heart when it comes to race and if I have any biases. I've also reached out to, you know, my black friend Matt, who helped me on the Juneteenth video that we shot together. I asked him how he was doing. Anyway, the conversations we've been having include a lot of opinions. And in my opinion, and I think really God's opinion, all these opinions don't matter. They're just making the problem worse. For example, some people say this wasn't racially motivated, the killing of Floyd. But what's the point of arguing that with a hurt community? There's zero point in doing that. But I'm going to take a break from the deck because I can't do much anyway because it's wet. I got an excavator. My neighbor just rented one, and I've been debating whether or not to rent another one to transplant some trees. I want to put between me and the neighbor over here along that tree line, so I'm going to move some trees around. I just want to encourage you guys to stop with the opinions. Just zip it. Shut your mouth and all this and open your ears. Be slow to speak and quick to listen. Listen to what they're saying. Also, leave the judgment at home. For example, there's some signs up like we hate cops and stuff like that. Stop looking at the actual sign and look at what's happening. They're angry. This is an angry community and they're frustrated. So try not to judge them for their anger. This keeps happening over and over, and they're actually hurt. I can't imagine being in their shoes. Try doing that. Put yourself in their shoes. They're having to raise their kids in such a way where their kids are adorable and sweet. People love them. They're funny, but there's a point where they basically have to teach their kids that they're somewhat of a threat to society just because of their color. What a painful thing to have to live through and have to talk to your kids about. Listen to what the majority of these people are trying to tell us and try to understand. And so we can make a difference. And the ways we can make a difference is first within our hearts. Find where that bias is coming from. Fix it, change it, and don't even joke about racism. And also we could be teaching our kids or incorporating them in African American culture a little bit more than we already do. And we can also call friends who are of color and just ask them how they're doing. Listen to them, because just them talking about it can help them. And hearing that you understand probably means a lot. But that's all I have to say about that. This guy's eating my new tree.
You're eating my new tree? That's my tree.
Oh no. That's hilarious.